I can't believe that we're here right now because
Thank you. What is all this stuff? Do I get to open this stuff up?
I hope so. I don't really know what it all is. Oh, okay,
These are for my shaved ice. These are my party balloons for tomorrow with my pump.
Another box.
Little snowy ice cone machine.
Shaved ice machine.
I wanted this gourmet shaved ice for my birthday that I had in Hawaii, and Memory is gonna make all the syrups from scratch for me. I shouldn't be telling you this. You gotta tune in tomorrow to tomorrow's vlog.
Which is Saturday, which we normally don't film on Saturday, so.
Yeah, special treat. 1 year ago from now, we were on the AT. And it's something that comes up all the time because I'm writing a book and because it really wasn't that long ago. But yesterday and today, like on my birthday, these moments come up where it hits us really hard. In a good way. It's like, oh my gosh. 1 year ago, we were sitting in a parking lot with our friends, Bill and the Degenerates, and a number of other folks. Are you filming this?
Yep.
3,
right.
2, 1, go.
Was that New Hampshire?
Mm-hmm. Still New Hampshire.
Because we had just entered into the whites after eating food with the omelet guy, Carl. I was shotgunning a beer for the first time in my life in a parking lot with some dear friends that we had been hiking with.
Yeah, and that was a year ago. It feels like a lot longer than that. It feels like, I mean, it's just such a different life that we were living, hey, only a year ago. I really like our home. I like being home, but I really do miss how simplistic life was a year ago, where we only had stuff that could fit on our backs. The only thing we really had to be concerned about day by day was walking and eating. I still think those things are actually true living here, but it's so hard to remember that because you're just bombarded with just, I don't know what you want to call it, capitalism, consumerism.
Stranger Things season 3.
Just the things that our society is all wrapped up in. And that's can be fun. And there's good things about that, but I really miss simplicity.
At the time, we were just entering into the hardest section probably of our hike, the longest sustained section, which was the Whites, the mountain range in New York and Maine. There's this 200-mile section that was just absolutely killer. Many of those days we hiked from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So we're talking 13, even 14-hour days.
And only doing 15 or 16 miles. And this is at our peak performance because we can only do that many because the terrain was so difficult.
We were going up hills in the heat and hanging out in parking lots. There was parts that were like completely miserable at the time. But it's funny now how a year later, we don't remember how hard it felt and the pain, but we do remember the people and the positive memories and the ways that it gave us a new perspective on life. I don't know. So today I thought I'd ask a few of the kids to kind of share, because what I've been hearing more and more around here is, you know, people are watching the old videos and they're starting to open up more about it.
Yeah, I think there's been enough space. And I kind of thought this would happen, but I didn't know for sure. I'm starting to see from maybe some kids more than others, like they really miss it too. Like there's aspects of it that they
when
missed.
they said that they would never miss it. On the trail, they were like, this is stupid. I hate this. I'll never, ever change my mind. And now, here they are, less than 1 year later. They're chirping a little different song. Hang on, we got one more we forgot.
Oh yeah, this is his little pillow.
What the heck?
It's to keep his head. I hate how his head's always like, whoa. And we're going on a long car trip.
Looking back at a year ago, which was in July, it was like just starting to
I think it was the 12th.
really warm, and we were like swimming a lot. We were going through like the beginning of the whites. I can't believe that we're here right now because I thought that we were gonna be in Israel, but well, I thought the whites, I kind of hated the whites.
Kind of.
Like, I know people are like, oh, they're so beautiful, they're so remote, whatever. They were probably my least favorite part of the trail.
I don't think there's one thing I did like, actually. People are saying it was so beautiful,
I
but
did really like the people around us at that time and the experiences we had in the whites, but not the actual whites.
I didn't like the terrain, elevation, the weather, and those stupid huts. Even though they kind of saved our life a little bit, but they're just really expensive and they feed off of your desperation. The hut is a 4-walled building. You could either work for stay, but it was like a resort for the non-AT hikers, the people who just wanted to like hike through the whites. So they're all rich and like fat and whatever, and they were buying stuff, beds and staying in beds and stuff like that, and us hikers would come in and we'd be like, we have a work for stay, and then we had to sleep on the dining room, and we got this soup or like whatever was left over from the fat people eating it. But they did have free hot chocolate, and I think I basically lived on hot chocolate all those weeks we were in the whites, however many weeks it was. It felt like forever.
Yeah, the huts were like upgraded shelters with people in them.
But yeah.
And they gave out soup. And
But you had to buy it.
sometimes coffee cake.
You gotta buy it. It was
But-
like $8 for like.
I remember like washing pairs of socks in one of the huts.
We had to wake up at like around 5 o'clock because we were sleeping in the dining room on the floor, and they were starting to get ready for the people who were sleeping in the real bunks.
I couldn't really believe that people would spend hundreds of dollars to stay in one of these huts.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to get out of there as fast as I could. Like get through the whites, and then it was like the 100-mile wilderness, then Katahdin.
There's so many hard sections of the whites. There was like Mount Musalaki, which is the worst down climb I have ever imagined or experienced. There was Mount Washington, which actually wasn't that hard, but I think it actually was because like you're just going up for like a solid day, but it's pretty gradual. But yeah, so once you get to the top, you're like, whoa, and then you go downhill from there. You're on a ridge a lot of the time. You're exposed a lot of the time. There's like no trees up there. There's a lot of tourists, at least at the time that we were in there, and that was kind of sucky because I just don't like walking by clean and happy people when I'm the exact opposite. And we were like, oh, here's the other thing. We like right before and right after the whites, maybe just more before, I don't know. We just didn't resupply very much or very good. And I think it's because actually we just didn't really have a choice. Like the places beforehand and during the whites were just like gas station-y and really gross, and I don't know. And so we were eating crap. But yeah, looking back is crazy. I remember when I was in it, I was thinking like, because it was really kind of a hopeless time for us going through the whites because we were not making very good mileage, we thought. Actually ended up being fine, but we were like, oh my gosh, it's taking us all day to do like 10 miles or something like that, when we should have been able to do that before lunch or something. So now looking back at it, it's like, huh, I spent so much energy worrying about like not being able to make it, and I really didn't think we would be able to make it. And when we got out of the whites, oh my goodness, it was amazing. That's all I remember.
We have some projects going on out on our porch today that are pretty fun. We have our friend Amy who came over to make some stuff with Memory and Filia. So let's go check it out. All right. Can you tell me what you're working on here, Memory?
I am working on the roof for our fairy house.
Cool.
So I'm painting these.
You're painting the sticks for the roof. Look at these leaves here.
Filia did all those.
That's awesome. Gluing going on over here.
You can put it down there.
So Filia, can you tell me what you're doing?
We're making a fairy house for these little like fairies, and we're gonna decorate it. And it's gonna be really fun.
Cool. So what are you doing with the gluing?
We're gluing the sticks on to see how big the house is gonna be.
Oh, that's so cool. Look at all these different tools.
So this stuff, right?
Look at all these little squeeze bottles. Hey. And then this is so cute. These little clay things that they made that are drying in the sun. Okay. Hold on, okay, got it? Okay, now turn it off.
This is my leftover coconut mocha concentrate from my birthday yesterday that they gave me because it was like a free drink, so it wouldn't fit in 1 cup, so they put it in 2 cups. Good job, Starbucks. You win today's free advertising round. It was kind of crazy reflecting on this time with the Appalachian Trail. It's been challenging with this channel. Obviously, you guys like taking into account the fact that we did this epic thru hike. A lot of you guys found us through the thru hike, and we are interested in hiking, but it's not all we're interested in. We're interested in spirituality and family and marriage and relationships and education and all sorts of things. And that's why we're so thankful that some of you guys have chosen to support us above and beyond just the ad revenue that we get. We're really thankful for that support and for those relationships that we want to invest into. So we wanted to thank those people because we started pushing our Patreon page with some rewards this month for the first time ever. And these are people that all contribute. Thank you to Maston, JT, Jenny, Jericho, Jennifer, Amber, Megan, Kathy, Kelsey, Alexis, Nico, Stephanie, Claudette, Catherine, Kathy, Chloe, Amy, Christina, Mary, Michael, Christopher, Ruby, Heather, another Michael, Ryan, Leo, Andrew, Ed, Eric, Matt, Tom, and Carla. And there's people that have been supporting us before this month, which is Sherry, Bianca, Brianna, Robin, Kevin, Christina, Brownie Rig, and Kelsey. This is a huge, like, I don't know, it's kind of a change in our direction where we're really looking at catering more towards specific people and, you know, asking what do we have and how can we help those people instead of just like, I mean, the internet's a dauntingly large place to try and help everyone, and I don't think we can. So So if you're interested in supporting us on Patreon, there's different awards where for $10 a month you can help us decide what kind of content we make, and for $5 a month you have access to our private Q&A that we're gonna try and share with you guys whatever it is that you want to know.
We're about ready to enter into our Shabbat, which is just a fancy word for our rest day, which for us starts Friday night and goes into Saturday. We find it helpful once a week to have this 24-hour time where we kind of stop all of our usual stuff and just do things that are restful to us, and also things that I think help us connect more with each other and connect more with ourselves. Tonight we're doing a fun thing where we're going to see a movie. The older kids are doing their thing, and so we're going to take the younger kids
Toy Story.
Toy Story 4.
I swear it's gonna be disappointing. It always is. Dang it! Toy Story 3 was so good though.
Yeah.
Man, we killed it this week though. I made it through chapter 11 of my rough draft in the book.
Cheers.
And we stayed married for 19 years without getting a divorce.
Cheers.
Cheers. And I turned 40.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's not nothing.
It's not nothing. Yeah. Let's go celebrate.
All right. See you guys next week. Actually, tomorrow is my birthday party. We're going to film it, I think.
Yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Shabbat shalom. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting to cry during Toy Story 4. That was really good.